Moving to a new city is supposed to be a fresh start. For me, it was about leaving behind the quiet suburban town I'd grown up in for the noise and anonymity of downtown. I'd been in my new apartment for about 3 weeks when the first package arrived. It wasn't from Amazon or a well-wishing relative. It was a small, flat cardboard mailer with my new address written in neat, blocky letters. There was no return address. Inside, resting on a piece of thin foam, was a folded sheet of paper. It felt old, like it had been sitting in a drawer for years. As I unfolded it, my breath caught in my throat. It was a map, hand-drawn in black ink, of my childhood home. Every detail was perfect. From the crooked oak tree in the front yard to the loose floorboard on the back porch. It was unnervingly accurate. But it was the red line that made the hair on my arms stand up. The line started at the front door, wound its way through the house, up the stairs, and into my old bedroom. It went directly to the far wall, where a small X was marked over the spot where my closet used to be. Below the X, a single sentence was written in the same blocky letters. "I remember where you hid him." My blood ran cold. When I was 7, my grandfather gave me a small hand-carved wooden soldier. It was my most prized possession. One afternoon, after a fight with my older brother, I decided to hide it somewhere he'd never find it. I pried open a small, loose panel at the back of my closet, tucked the soldier into the dark space between the walls, and nailed it shut. No one ever saw me do it. I never told a soul. In fact, I'd completely forgotten about it until that moment. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe I'd told a childhood friend and forgotten. Maybe my parents knew somehow. I called them, my voice trembling as I described the map. My mom was disturbed, and my dad was angry. They swore they never knew about the soldier's hiding spot and had no idea who would send something so bizarre. They sold that house over a decade ago. A week later, another mailer arrived. This time it contained a photograph, a recent high-resolution picture of my old house. It was taken at night from across the street. All the lights were off except for one. The window of my old bedroom, which glowed with a faint, soft light, as if someone were in there, waiting. The feeling of being watched started to consume me. I felt it on my walk to work, in the grocery store, and especially in my new, quiet apartment. I started double-checking the locks and wedging a chair under the doorknob at night. I told myself it was just a sick prank, someone from my past trying to mess with me. But the precision of it all felt too personal, too intimate. The third and final package came yesterday. It was another hand-drawn map. My heart hammered against my ribs as I unfolded it, my hands shaking so badly I almost tore the paper. This wasn't a map of my childhood home. It was a flawless, detailed floor plan of my new apartment. A red line started at the front door. It snaked through the small entryway, past the kitchen, and stopped at my bedroom closet. An X was marked on the door. Below it, a new message was written in the same cold, blocky script. It just said, "Found you." I haven't slept. I've called the police, but a creepy map isn't a crime. They told me to stay vigilant. But how do you stay vigilant against someone who knows a secret you barely remembered yourself? Someone who followed you across 300 miles to a city where no one is supposed to know your name. I don't know who is doing this, but I know one thing for sure. This isn't about a hidden toy anymore. It feels like I'm the one who's been hidden, and they're just enjoying the game of finding me.